Hi, this is Emily Stumler, and I'm going to be showing you how to optimize the videos that you're using within your classroom with your students. So the tool that we're going to look at today is called EdPuzzle, and you can get to EdPuzzle through the internet. You can launch Google Chrome or Internet Explorer and type in www.edpuzzle.com, and you'll see up here the website. Once you get to this screen, the login screen, I'm going to go ahead and click the gray button. If you do not have an account, you would go ahead and click the blue button and sign up through there. Since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and click this gray, and I'm going to sign in as a teacher. And I typically log in with my Google account. That way I don't have to remember tons of usernames and passwords. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my name. And here is the dashboard for EdPuzzle. Up here at the top you have your main tabs of Home, Search, My Content, My Classes, and then your particular account preferences. I'm going to go ahead and just show you an example of an EdPuzzle that I've created in the past. I'm going to click here on My Content, and I have created an EdPuzzle here on Plant Parts and Needs. If I click on the EdPuzzle, it's going to go ahead and open up here to a video that I found. This is just an example to show you the possibilities with this tool. If I click play, it's going to start my video off as it would in any other platform. And you'll see down here these green little question marks. Those are the points in the video where the video is going to actually pause and ask my students a question associated with the video. So we've came to this point, our first stopping point. Over here on the right you see it says, name 2 things that you need to stay alive. Students could use information from the video, or they could use information that you're using within the classroom instruction. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in oxygen and food. And I'm going to go ahead and click submit. You do notice that one of the cons of this program that I've found is students can skip questions. I'm going to go ahead and respond and click submit and continue, and my video is going to continue playing until the next green stopping point. So this is just an example of how you can use EdPuzzle in your classroom, just making your videos that you're using a little bit more interactive, and also you can gather some information as far as, are your students understanding the content, or do they need further instruction? Now I'm going to show you how to create your own EdPuzzle. You're going to click the plus sign over here where it says create on the right hand side of the screen, and I'm going to click new video. Over here on the left you'll see all the different sites that you can pull from to find a video. Commonly YouTube, Khan Academy, LearnZillion, TED Ed, and as you scroll down there's TeacherTube and Vimeo. So lots of different options. Up here in the search bar I'm going to type in what my 5th graders are currently working on with their math resource time, and we're working on adding mixed numbers with unlike denominators. And let's say that I only want, and that I found, I really like the Khan Academy videos because the speakers are very clear in their instructions and they are detailed on the screen, showing their annotations or the algorithms that they're using to explain their mathematical thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and click this one right here. I can either preview it by pressing the play button, or I can save it up here, the white box. I could save it to a folder and use it later in a creation of another EdPuzzle, or I can just go ahead and click the blue button and use it. Once I click use it, you'll open it up and you'll see up at the top of the screen, this is your crop option. So if your video had an intro, or maybe advertising at the beginning, or possibly at the end of the video there were credits running that you wanted to get rid of, you can use these red handlebars at the bottom. You can scroll them in and out to choose how long you want your video to play. You can choose the most important parts. If you have a really long video, these red handlebars at the bottom can be very useful as far as just trimming what's needed for the day's lesson. So I'm just going to pull them in. I'm just imagining that maybe this is the portion that I want to use with my students. Now my next option, I can either, in this next one, it's going to be audio track. So in this next option, I can choose to narrate my video, or I can just go ahead and let Khan Academy do their narration for this video. If you wanted to do narration for your own videos, it might be useful if you find a video that the speaker is speaking too fast or possibly is speaking with an accent that's harder for your students to understand. So you can do that on this second tab. On the third tab, audio notes, I always explain this option to my students and also to the teachers that I've shown this to. It's kind of like putting a bug in someone's ear. That as the students are watching the video, you might have different points in the video where you're just going to want to have your voice come into the video to tell your students something particular to look at, or possibly make a connection to what they're working on in class, or maybe an experiment that they did previously. The last option that you can do with EdPuzzle is this last question mark, the quizzes. If you click on quizzes, this is where you're going to choose all of those green question marks where you want the students to be asked a question as they're watching the video. So if you click on the green question mark, you'll notice that the question creator pops over here on the right hand side. You can ask open-ended question, multiple choice questions, and also comment boxes for your students to give information throughout the video. Might be nice to have before the video or after the video to have the students state their previous experience or their prior knowledge with the concept, or also at the end for a reflection piece. When you're finished, you want to click Save. And then we'll also have a follow-up session on EdPuzzle so that I can give further information on how to embed and share your EdPuzzles with your class.